Hello, Hola, Konnichiwa, Salaam, Ciao Namaste. Peace to all. This is the Pink Elf in the Room conversation. And for today, for you guys, what we will be discussing is simply about choosing yourself. Hold on just a sec. There we go. On you guys. There we go. A lot easier to see. So, what we will be talking about is choosing yourself. What do I mean by that exactly? I mean, in a sense, that taking care of you for you and growing and evolving yourself because that is what you truly deserve and desire in this world, no matter what difficulties, what struggles, or what comes amongst you, no matter what anyone says to you or about you in any sense of how you may act or how perhaps how you see the world, but just taking care and loving yourself unconditionally to grow and truly understanding and loving who you are. Because as I've said, no one is going to love you more than you love yourself. And that is something that everybody deserves, no matter who you are. So, to begin with, you guys, one of the ways we do this is simply we don't seem to get the concept of we help others without helping ourselves, of course. And we think of this to be honorable, caring, kind, and all those things may be true. But if you take yourself out of the picture, then it causes problems within self. You, for one, may feel as though nobody cares about what you feel, and that no one is willing to do things for you, even if you're willing to do things for people. And the thing you have to understand deeply is that no one really should have the right to give any promise of any sort to anyone. Period. No matter who you are out there, you should still be willing to do something by choice. If you feel it is bothering you or harming you in some way, then choose not to do that. To be around that person and help them or whatnot because it might be affecting you. But also choose working for yourself and helping yourself and making sure what you desire comes to fruition because that is what you truly deserve. Now, how does this go about with other people around us in a sense? When you talk about your friends, many of your friends may make you feel as though you have to prove your friendship by doing certain things for them. And if you have to prove your friendship in that way, then it might not be for you. Focus on self because as you are focusing on who you are and you are loving yourself, you can give that back to others. But if you are having frustration with that, you need to take time to yourself to love yourself first before you start helping others. Because you can't change the world until you first change yourself. With relationships, maybe boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, we have to understand, yes, you may feel you have some duty towards that person because you care about them, but at the end of the day, you have to understand if it does not work for you to be around them or if in some way it is affecting you and you don't feel like there is a balance to be with that person you are with, no matter who they are, then you need to work for what works for you instead of what works for them. If they see it that way, they will keep doing what they do anyways. That is their choice. Make the choice to find what works for you. Are you happy? What are you being? Is this what you choose to be in this moment? Does it help? Does it work? Does it grow? Does it grow both of you? Does it make you sad? Does it make you miserable? Does it hurt you? Does it harm you? Then you might need to leave and go on with your life to grow who you are and push where you desire to go in life. Family. Family can be a struggle sometimes. There are many people in our family where we feel we owe a duty due to the fact that we're just simply blood related. And the reason you choose yourself in that case, if you are not getting to where you need to go and you are stuck with family, whether it's taking care of family or whether it's being abused some way, somehow from family, you need to change that aspect and work on self or get away from that area of that situation and really work towards loving and working on yourself because that is what you deserve more than ever to get to where you desire to go, to be your highest state of what you choose to be in life. It takes sometimes pushing yourself to the side and getting to know yourself and being yourself and loving yourself truly because you deserve that. Instead of someone telling you who you are or how you should be or how things should be. Find within self how things work for you and how things should be for self. Because what that will do is help you get to where you say you desire to go. So, on top of this, how do we help others without helping ourselves? We help others by giving away power or our thought process of sense of choice to others and letting them be the ones that control it. If you are in situations like that, always look towards compromising with each other. And if you cannot compromise with a person, it may not work to be around that person, to grow with that person, whether friendship, whether relationship, whether husband, wife, whether family. If it does not work for you to be around that person all the time, spend time away from yourself. I mean, spend time away from that person and work on you. Grow you. See yourself as the plant you are being and you are growing every day. Realize the certain things you do for people and ask yourself if you get to that point, why do they never care for me or do this for me or this, that for me? Do you care for yourself? Because if you truly care for yourself, you would just get rid of the situation altogether and realize that there may be something more. And of course, for any situation, there is much to be observed to understand if it works or if it doesn't work for you. Because many people might ask, well, it happens here and there. Like, so why should I listen to this? That's fine. That's why you observe it for what it is. And last, why choose yourself? At the end of the day, no one is going to love you more than you love yourself. That being said, you can do nothing in this world until you work on yourself. You cannot know unconditional love until you give yourself unconditional love. You cannot know peace without giving yourself that peace. You cannot know true understanding until you give yourself that understanding. When you are being these things, when you are being your generosity, and so on and so forth, your kindness, and being that, you can give it to others. And the quickest way to even grow that is by simply giving it to another, in a sense. But of course, that might take time. That's why you work on yourself first. Because you are, in a sense, like a machine slowly being built together and taking perfection. Or better yet, let's put it this way. You are like a piece of art, and each stroke of the pen or the paint of the brush creates a new style of what is being created, of who you truly are, to create the beauty of what you are. Complete that picture of who you are, to see and marvel that you've gotten farther than you could have imagined. Because you can get farther than you imagine, and you can be more than you ever imagined. But you have to make a choice to be that which you truly are. So, in conclusion, many of us do not take time to choose ourselves over situations or people we know. We are willing to do things for other people, but sometimes may wonder to ourselves why we may not gain anything in return. We do this with friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, relatives, and perhaps even more. We give away our power to others without realizing that we had power within ourselves all along to choose and create whatever we desired. We believe things are out of our control when we do have control of self and what actions we take and what we do in everyday life. How do we do this? Simply, we give away our power. And why do we choose ourselves? Because again, no one will love you more than yourself. And to be what is unconditional loving, to be your peace, to be your patience, your generosity, allows you to shift that to others in the way you desire and see things as the illusion as they are instead of what people say they are, and not worry about those things. Because you realize it's an illusion. You realize what that person feels is mere illusion, and they are trying to know themselves. So you show your empathy, your sympathy, your care, your kindness towards that person, because they too are growing in this world to become their beauty, to become their divinity, to become magnificent, to become amazing, to become all they truly are as the gods, the goddesses, and the creators within. Remember that to know thyself is to know the creator within who you are. So to everybody out there, have a good morning, a great afternoon, and a fantastic evening. To everybody out there, peace and namaste.